Lafayette County Sheriff's Office served a search warrant and seized dozens of dogs from 2 trailers. The Green County Humane Society took all of those animals in.
Yeah, now the shelter is over capacity. WMTV's Sam Swartz visited today and tells us more about what they need from the community.
This is just one of the 55 pups rescued by the Green County Humane Society just a few days ago. While these animals are safe now, the Humane Society says they need your help. In the chaos of it all, Alex Rhea-Kodat is still finding a way to be thankful.
I'm always thankful that we have such an amazing team that can come together so quickly.
Rhea-Kodat is the operations director for the Green County Humane Society.
We have Yorkies, we have Shih Tzus, we have Boston Terriers, Maltese, Lhasa Apsos.
She helped during the emergency rescue operation Tuesday that brought in 29 dogs and 26 puppies.
Most of them were kennels stacked on top of each other. There were multiple in the kennels. They were covered in urine, feces.
The pups are now safe and being cared for, but the shelter is over capacity.
Situations like this where our staff pretty thin, we don't have tons of people.
Rhea-Kodat says fostering is one of the instrumental ways of helping.
More one-on-one care in your home also allows us to open up a space here for somebody else in need. We give you all the supplies you need. You just have to have the home and get to enjoy having the animal with you.
Despite all they've been through,
we'll get everybody on camera today.
These pups are still wagging their tails.
I don't think you would really know that they came from a not great situation.
Reporting in Green County, Sam Swartz, WMTV 15 News.
And in addition to fostering, you can help the Green County Humane Society by bringing small breed or puppy food to the shelter, giving your time by volunteering or donating, which goes directly to medical care and emergency supplies.